When you're feeling an emotion, if that emotion is very powerful, what's really going on a quantum level in your body at the smallest level is that you are experiencing a new vibrational frequency. We can measure thoughts electronically. We can measure emotions, and different emotions appear to have different frequencies or vibrations, which I think just makes sense. If you're feeling an emotion of anger, for example, that's a specific frequency of energy, because everything in the universe is energy. There's nothing that isn't energy, it's all energy. So if you're feeling an emotion of grief, that's a different vibration. Sadness, that's a different vibration. And loneliness, that's a different vibration. When the emotion is very, very powerful, that energy can become stuck in the body or trapped in the body. So when the bully moves away, or the divorce is finalized, or you quit that job and get a better job, whatever it is, when you think you've moved past that emotion, yet some of that emotional energy is very likely still with you, and that can disrupt your life and interfere with your ability to really create the health that you want and the life that you want. Let me give you an example. Many years ago, there was a woman who came in to see me. I'd seen her before in my office as a patient, but one day she came in and she said she thought she was having a heart attack. And she had crushing chest pain. She had difficulty breathing. Her left arm was completely numb. The left side of her face was completely numb. I had her come into my office and I started doing some testing with her. I told my staff we might need an ambulance and stand by very close to a hospital. But as I was doing some testing with her using the techniques that we now call the emotion code, I found that she had a trapped emotion of grief, and it had occurred about 3 years before. And when I found that out, she all of a sudden burst into tears. And she said, "I can't believe that's affecting me. I thought I dealt with all that." And I said, "What happened to you?" And she said 3 years before, she was just going along with her life, but all of a sudden found out that her husband was having an affair and confronted him about it, and the marriage blew up. She was really deeply in love with him and was so hurt that this could have happened to her. And so she cried buckets of tears and spent a year in therapy, had even recently gotten remarried. So as far as she was concerned, what happened 3 years before was just part of her history, and that her ex was just her ex, and that's it. But as far as her body was concerned, it was like this had just happened. When I released this trapped emotional energy, the feeling came back into her arm and into her face within about 3 seconds. Whoosh, and the pain was gone. Chest pain, the difficulty breathing was all gone. She left my office about 10 minutes later, feeling totally fine after laughing and joking with my staff, and no symptoms at all. And after she left, I remember sitting down at my desk thinking, what in the world was that? What did I just witness? When we develop a trapped emotion, if you can imagine an emotion actually becomes, first it's a feeling that we feel, but if it's too powerful, then the energy of that emotion can become trapped and it forms into a little ball. We call it a trapped emotion. Little ball of energy from about the size of a baseball to about the size of a softball. These energies can lodge anywhere in the body, and wherever they lodge, they will tend to cause a couple of different problems. They will tend to interfere with the normal energy field of the body. They distort the normal energy field of the body. And because that's all your body is an energy field, when you're distorting part of that energy field on a continual basis, you're interfering with the chemical reactions in those tissues. You're interfering with the flow of acupuncture energy, with blood flow, lymph flow, all of those things. And so that's why trapped emotions are such a huge underlying cause of physical pain. 90% or more of all the physical pain that people have is actually being caused by their emotional baggage. We've been doing this work now in 78 countries. And 30 years we've been doing this. We're seeing consistently that our emotional baggage is the biggest underlying cause of our physical pain. It's an interesting thing because we often say things like that person just has a lot of emotional baggage. What we don't realize is that there's a profound truth in that statement, and it's true for all of us.